Hey guys, I wanted to share a quick story with you, and it was early on in my Ayurvedic days when I was starting to make shifts on my own, and then when I started to bring it home to the family. My son, who was 7, he had this really bad body odor at the time, right? He he just had it pouring out of him. His breath was reeking, his feet stank, his whole body just stank, right? And he was only 7. So normally, in my mind, you'd think this would happen around puberty, which was 12 to 15, right? Kind of average. But here he was 7. And what I had learned is it was me causing the challenge, right? It was me that chose the foods to put in his school lunches. It was all me. And here's the kicker. You think you're doing great because I'm giving him vegetables and I'm giving him fruit, and so I mean it's not like he's eating a bag of chips or anything fried or anything along those lines. It was just a matter of the combination of the fruits and vegetables that he was eating. So when we look at the body odor is pitta. Pitta all over that, right? Because pitta starts, the heat, the fire starts coming out through the skin, and it will release in a pretty nasty way. I'm just saying. Like, have you ever been trapped with somebody in a car and they just pass gas and it's, like your nostrils start to burn? They might think it's funny, but, you know, it's not. I mean, their insides are really mirroring that. And then there's so many different situations. But for him, it was the fact that I was feeding him strawberries and the fact that I was feeding him cherry tomatoes and pickles and things like that. Even though they're healthy, they're vegetables and it's fruit, they weren't what he needed. They weren't supporting his body. And so it caused an imbalance. He had way too much fire in his body. And that's what all those vegetables had in common. The vinegar from the pickles, the cherry tomatoes, very acidic, strawberries, very acidic, acid, right? Pitta, pitta, pitta. So no wonder why I caused this. So the moment that I find, it dawns on me, I ended up changing his cherry tomatoes to cucumbers and his fruit to blackberries and blueberries, which now still is not a good combination because that's a whole nother video. But not those two fruits together, but just fruits with other type of anything. So there's bad food combinations. I need to do a video on that. So by simply changing those, shifting those, there were other ones that he loved, he loved those too. So it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm so deprived or anything. It was awesome, you guys. It was really awesome because I could breathe again. And I didn't smell him again until, when puberty actually came. So score for me.